Now, we need to find the product of fi and xi, that is, fi xi, for each class interval. Here, fi equals number of states by union territory, and xi equals class mark of each interval. Let us consider class interval 15 to 25. For 15 to 25 class interval, fi equals 6, and xi equals 20. Then, fi xi equals 6 into 20. This is equal to 120. For class interval 25 to 35, fi equals 11, and xi equals 30. Then, fi xi equals 11 into 30. This is equal to 330. For class interval 35 to 45, fi equals 7, and xi equals 40. Then, fi xi equals 7 into 40. This is equal to 280. For class interval 45 to 55, fi equals 4, and xi equals 50. Then, fi xi equals 4 into 50. This is equal to 200. For class interval 55 to 65, fi equals 4, and xi equals 60. Then, fi xi equals 4 into 60. This is equal to 240. For class interval 65 to 75, fi equals 2, and xi equals 70. Then, fi xi equals 2 into 70. This is equal to 140. For class interval 75 to 85, fi equals 1, and xi equals 80. Then, fi xi equals 1 into 80. This is equal to 80. Now, on arranging all the frequencies, that is number of states, observations, that is class marks, and given intervals in a table format, we can find sigma fi and sigma fi xi. Sigma fi is the sum of all the frequencies, that is, sigma fi equals 6 plus 11 plus 7 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 equals 35. And sigma fi xi is the sum of the values of product of fi and xi, that is, sigma fi xi equals 120 plus 330 plus 280 plus 200 plus 240 plus 140 plus 80 equals 1390. Finding mean by using the direct method. From the table we got sigma fi equals 35, sigma fi xi equals 1390. Now using the direct method, x bar equals sigma fi xi by sigma fi equals 1390 by 35 equals 39.71. Therefore, the mean percentage of female teachers in the primary schools of rural areas is 39.71. Calculating the mean by using assumed mean method. In this method to calculate mean, we need to know the assumed mean A and the deviation di. The given observations, that is, class marks are 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Then, the center value from the above given observations is 50. Therefore, A equals 50. Now let sigma calculate the deviation of each xi, by using the formula, di equals xi minus A. Now, let sigma calculate the deviation, di, for each xi by using the formula, di equals xi minus A, and also product of the deviations, di, and the frequency, fi, for each class interval using A equals 50, and xi equals class mark. For class interval 15 to 25, xi equals 20. Then di equals xi minus A. This is equal to 20 minus 50. This is equal to minus 30. Now fi di equals minus 30 into 6, since fi equals 6. This is equal to minus 180. For class interval 25 to 35, xi equals 30. Then di equals 30 minus 50. This is equal to minus 20. Now fi di equals minus 20 into 11, since fi equals 11. This is equal to minus 220. For class interval 35 to 45, xi equals 40. Then di equals 40 minus 50. This is equal to minus 10. Now FIDI equals minus 10 into 7, since FI equals 7. This is equal to minus 70. For class interval 45 to 55, XI equals 50. Then DI equals 50 minus 50. This is equal to 0. Now FIDI equals 0 into 4, since FI equals 4. This is equal to 0. For class interval 55 to 65, XI equals 60. Then DI equals 60 minus 50. This is equal to 10. Now FIDI equals 10 into 4, since FI equals 4. This is equal to 40. For class interval 65 to 75, XI equals 70. Then DI equals 70 minus 50. This is equal to 20. Now FIDI equals 20 into 2, since FI equals 2. This is equal to 40. For class interval 75 to 85, XI equals 80. Then DI equals 80 minus 50. This is equal to 30. Now FIDI equals 30 into 1, since FI equals 1. This is equal to 30. All the deviations for each XI, and the product of FI and DI, are calculated and tabulated as follows. Now from the table, we need to find sigma FI and sigma FIDI. Sigma FI is the sum of all the frequencies, that is, sigma FI equals 6 plus 11 plus 7 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. This is equal to 35. Sigma FIDI is the sum of the values of product of FI and XI, that is, sigma FIDI equals minus 180 plus, minus 220, plus, minus 70, plus 0 plus 40 plus 40 plus 30. This is equal to minus 360. Now, using the assumed mean method, the mean is calculated as x bar equals a plus, sigma FIDI by sigma FI. Substituting, sigma FIDI equals minus 360, sigma FI equals 35, and A equals 50, in the above formula, we have x bar equals 50 plus, minus 360 by 35. By taking 35 as LCM, we get x bar equals 1750 plus, minus 360, by 35. This is equal to 1390 by 35. This is equal to 39.71. Therefore, the mean percentage of female teachers in the primary schools of rural areas is equals 39.71.